Alright, I'm here. I'm just turning down the volume. And, yeah, let's see. It's as simple as hitting that button now, isn't it? It is. I should get out of here before people see what's in the deck. Alright, here we are. It is Wednesday. It is 7 p.m. Minnesota time. And that means we do the same thing we have done for literally every Wednesday since February 8th. So this will be about this will be the third month of doing this. It's Dungeon Masters of Entrath time. So if there's anybody in chat, as always, who has decks built for this, please speak up and let me know. If I do not have challengers, then I will stream some limited content in the downtime so that you know, there's hex going on. This stream, more than any other, I kind of have to pay attention to viewer numbers because how I run the show varies by the audience. Got to tailor the show to meet the needs of the people. If you have decks ready and wish to challenge the dungeon, let's break this up. And wish to challenge the dungeon, let me know. Just gonna jam that over in the corner as the hey, come play with us, the water's fine. So I currently have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 browsers open. I can probably get rid of Twitter, to be honest. And 3 different computer programs open to make tonight's stream work. That's a lot of time. We're just gonna wait for people to mosey on in, I guess. Oh, I can't be already. I just started. So what do we have going on for sealed? Tri-Shard the Raws, some Explosion, Butcher, Shackling Strands, Changed Course. For troops, 2 Entrath Zealots, some Skittering Cultivators, Shackling Strands. Just jam it as is for now. Let's swap out Twitter for Hex Forums. Okay. Here, so I gotta update the contest entry. This post is the cutoff line. No additional submissions. Masters of Entrath is live now. That should, the S should be plural. Learn how to write. Copy link here. Sorry, I'm deep in multitask fail mode while we wait for this Evo. The rules link below is broken. Yeah, give me 1 second here. Where's... Try that. Hopefully that will work for you. I apologize for the black text I copied from the forums, and for some reason it just insisted on looking like that. Alright, this has all the thresholds. Sign me up. So I'm doing Evo to pass some time right now. Since right at the dawn of the stream there wasn't anybody in chat who had decks ready to go. This deck is 12 different decks. We're going to roll dice between every round to see which number you hit and which deck you have to face. Odd numbers are play any deck you want. I tend to prefer non-tier 1 constructed decks because I built my decks for fun and thematics, not really to wreck face. But I'm not barring any decks or anything like that. Even numbers on a dice roll requires a deck that is common or uncommon cards only, no rares. The whole deck is Immortal format, so all sets are legal. And there's also a separate grand prize for solving a cryptogram that I've not put up on stream yet. And let me test if this works too. Exclamation puzzle. Alright, spoiling our warp steel shard sworn, unfortunately. So the puzzle, it's not editable. That is the cryptogram that the first person to solve it is going to win special prize of 10,000 platinum and a draft pack. So really, I guess 1,100 plat and 3 packs. I did have a separate cryptogram made that I showed very briefly at the end of last week's stream, just explain the concept. And 5 days ago, Birthing Potter sends me a private message on the forums going, "Oh yeah, I already solved that." And the answer was correct, they did. So I had to go back to the drawing board and rapidly re-engineer a new one. Just to make sure that I know everybody's on a level playing field and could not have started before the beginnings of the dungeon. I'm going to move my mic down a little bit. If I'm not coming through clearly, please let me know, but this mic seems to love to pick up the sound of all my breathing, so it sounds like I'm super heavy breathing or gasping for air when I'm not. So, only weenies right now, unfortunately. Need to draw some of the more power troops to try to get the Stradling engine running. I'm actually behind on clock here. I guess it's because I was dinking around in other things. Alright, so Orbiculon is annoying if it's not blocked right away because it'll become a 4/4. Okay, I don't need more shards deck. It's 2, that's 4. 4 times 2 is 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, swinging into that. Go home. Did block with the Orbiculon, alright. So we dealt a bunch of damage and now we have a pretty naked board.
Hey guys, Little V here. Hope you enjoyed the video. And if you did, feel free to click on these other videos, you'll probably enjoy them too. And if you really enjoyed the video and want to help me produce more content like this, head over to my Bandcamp page and pick up an album, or support me directly on Patreon. Every little bit helps, and it keeps my lights on. Rock on, peace out, see you next time.
Okay, speed 0-4. Well, that'll block a Dreadling. Ooh, a 2-cost 3/3. Nothing worth pulling out. Nothing worth shackling strandsing. That'll probably be worth putting the strands on. Deploy Creative Valor and put it into your hand and get Swift Strike. That is not a bad hit. Hey, there's a good troop. Not really worth swinging in with this, and I think it might be better just to hold shackling strands on that until we see that we really need to decommission it. Death's Head Rider. Alright, I'll get rid of a 1/1 that doesn't do anything anymore. Oh, you think that's going to stop the Mystic Naturalist? You are mistaken. Lock that down. Mystic Naturalist can swing in. Start giving us some birds. We now have a bulky next turn too, but we need an Underworld troop to get any value off of Jorgen's Workshop. I thought this deck had more Underworld troops, but it's sure not finding them right now. Tail of Carnage. This Diligence. This gets +3 attack. Oh, and I can't lock you down. Okay, a shard really didn't help. But I can keep pinging with the Mystic Naturalist, and I could throw a bird in the way as a blocker if I wanted to, or just leave them alive. Swing over for 4 next turn. I mean, that's a 2-turn clock if the birds swing. We have 23 health. We can eat 5. So no new threats pre-combat. I think I'm just going to straight up take 5 here. Empowered Lyrical Chanter, a 4/2 that creates 2 random chants that cannot be played this turn, and maybe not playable ever, because those aren't going to obey a threshold requirement that can be played. Alright, another shard. Alright, let's just keep the 2-turn clock going. Oh, that keeps getting more? That's annoying. I hope you got one of my shards. I've drawn enough of them. So this might be chump block. Okay, we're alpha swinging here. So I'll block like that. So we still have lethal damage right here, and frankly those as well, because there's no blocks unless something gets played here. This is looking like a win to get to 1-1 on the Evo run. Fireballs the bird. And Tomb Swap is a basic action. Alright, but can you still stop 2 more threats? And 4 resources. Nope. We got there. Mystic Naturalist for the win. Alright. Rare Ancestral Ambush. Conscript an Ardent Troop who costs 4. Put the created card into play. It blocks target opposing attacking troop. Sweet. Okay, there's some ruby removal. Vanquish. Keep. Ugh, yeah, this is not, I mean, it's stuff and things. But does that push us out of any circular shard. We got a wicked web spawn in here, but there's not that much conscription. Except for Ancestral Ambush, nothing else here excites me, and that requires double diamond, which I've been trying to avoid with this build. Huh. Yeah, Sapphire didn't get anything. That's a bomb. Could theoretically get rid of Diamond, boom, 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 and the Revenant in favor of Wild. Bring in Paw of Yazugan. Bring in Cottontail Warcaller. That's probably the way to go. It makes Jorgen's Workshop more consistent. Cottontail. Anything else reasonably low here? And I suppose Burly Botanist. And reset filters. Okay. 4 wild. Coins. Maybe that's a little bit better. Before I hit the play button here, I'm going to give anybody in chat a couple more seconds to speak up and let me know if you have decks ready and want to challenge the dungeon. Otherwise, we'll keep rolling with Evo. Make some progress towards that draft gauntlet entry ticket for hitting level 40. Let's continue the Evo. Theraz versus Theraz. Alright, this can be worked with. Turn 1, turn 2, things to build for. Second Skitter and Cultivator's pretty okay. Maybe we can win the Theraz race. Scribe, not that big of a check on what we're trying to do. Yeah. Alright, end the turn. Alright, Wild Shard is a good find. So now we're set for those splashes. Time to just start the Dreadling race. Ruby, Sapphire, Theraz. It's not a combination I think you see too often. At least I don't see it very often. Forgotten Forge. So you want to get all your troops raged. Well, that Flame Guard plus that and having no attack just ruins the Skittering Cultivator swing. This isn't the most resource efficient thing, but I want to keep pushing, and this is just for each different race. Okay, so it's not going to make two. But having two of these out on the board is a bigger threat to say, hey, we want a Dreadling. And instead they just... Yeah, troops you control have rage once. They just have it. They don't have to... They don't have to come into play to get it. They already have it. I can't block this turn, so we can block with a -1, but no swings. Do you give up the Flame Guard to kill the Cultivator? You don't. Alright, so Blackfire Sorcerer now, next turn Cottontail Warcaller, which will get us 2 more troops. So everything basically has rage now. I mean, it's going to take just the tiniest little touch on that, and it's done. Birthing Potter, how goes? Is the cryptogram revealed? Not on camera, but you can type !puzzle to see it and start trying to take a look at it if you want. The Google document is not editable. You can't really type into it or anything, so you'd either have to write it down or print off the page and then, you know, start writing on it. But it is there. It is available. I'll go exclamation at that link so that you can take a look at it at your convenience. We've not had any runs in this dungeon yet. Nobody yet has spoken up that they have. I think the real gatekeeper is having a deck that is common and uncommon only cards, because otherwise everybody has at least some immortal deck, you know, or even a standard deck is fine for immortal, but I'm sure everybody has a deck built that would be eligible for that, but not everybody is going to have something that is strictly commons and uncommons only. So there may be a little bit of waiting for on that, but all right, go big now or greed? Choo-choo. here. That would make these 2/5, so they're not. Neither of them is gonna die. But I'm okay trading one, you know, for one of those. Don't think I go for the grand buff yet. Of course you do, Birthing Potter. I would never doubt that you are ready. Alright, let's deal some combat damage. And... oh, that's annoying. Ruby's favor probably for Swift Strike. Yep, so one Skittering Cultivator gets taken off the board. Summon the Cottontail Warcaller. We get a Mechanized Demolisher, which we cannot yet afford, and a Face Taker. Voided Troop in your crypt. This transforms into a copy of that Voided Troop. It gets, at the end of turn, revert this. Would that? I don't think that would chain with Cottontail Warcaller, would it? Alright. Armies, you are also ready. Excellent. We're going to get some real shenanigans going on here then in a minute. And this dungeon is the first dungeon where prizes are awarded based on how many wins you chain off before losing. So the order of which one of you goes first doesn't really technically matter, because you can't win out a dungeon such that it's done and the other person, you know, wouldn't have a dungeon to compete against. Unlike past dungeons where when somebody beat a final boss, it was just over. Well, this board looks a lot sadder than it did a minute ago. Alright, are you gonna swing? Are you gonna come at me? You have one card in hand. You have 2 troops on the board. Alright, so getting big basically so that Blackfire Sorcerer can't kill something. So that would be 5, that's 8. Maybe a mistake, but I'm gonna go ahead and take it. Here with Scrounge. So one thing is not going to be able to block. Going to go ahead and bet it'd be that or that. Just going to ship the Dreadling. That may be cowardly. Okay. You have 1 card. God, hits the shard, so that's gonna get weakened. No, that gets weakened. Okay. Still has 6 defense. Ooh, a Mystic Naturalist with Rage. And Rage Birds. Raging Bluebirds are gonna be trouble. Alright, buddy, you shipping or not? shipping or not? Not. Create 2 demolitions and put them in your hand. So this could get blocked by either of those. Oh, worth being aggressive here. Probably in the face of a bluebird swarm. That can block that. That's the only thing that can block it. Demolisher, one of these two. Yay, that's gonna get off the board, that's gonna get off the board. Well, that was worth. Okay. Yeah, now it's gonna be bulky because we're gonna get 2 points of damage for them dying. Ew. I can swing in this turn, can it? Is that being scrounged or not? So once this match is over, how the dungeon's going to work, just to be clear again too, is I'm going to roll a 12-sided die. Teaming up on the Poor Awakened here, and the number that comes up on the die, it will correspond with the deck that you are going to be facing, and that way you know what deck you need to bring. For odd numbers, all rarities are okay. For even numbers, just common and uncommon cards. I think I just used this to amp power now, or it's never going to happen. Ship everything, you do the math. We can play 2 blockers post-combat. It's 5, 10, 15. Okay, so 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 is getting through. 2 threats are taken off the board. And we'll play a Mystic Naturalist. And a Face Taker. So that we have a few... Well, we have a blocker for the air. Now, can you deal me 13 damage in the air, or are you just dead? I think that swing won it. Maybe not. The 2 for 1 body. Well, this can't be blocked by troops of less than 6 power, so yeah, you didn't kill that. So as long as we don't die. So blocking like that and like that is for 6 points of damage. that gets through? Yeah, so we're fine. Because now we just went on the back of that. Yeah, so we're fine. Negative 23. Alright, good game. Alright, now let's get the real action going on. Dungeon Master time. Okay, so I'm going to take a, like I said, a 12-sided die. Yeah, I'm gonna grab my cheap $30 webcam here, point it at the dice tray. And Birthing Potter, you'll go first. Armies, you're up second. Just in order you posted readiness. Alright, and the number is 1. You are going to start with deck number 1. That's an odd number, so any deck is okay. And reminder, it's immortal, so Birthing, shoot me a challenge when you are ready, and you will face deck number 1. Write down your name, Birthing Potter. And then basically I just need to tally how many wins you get. That'll dictate the prizes at the end. Where's the... I closed the prize list. Oh, silly me. Alright, we can get rid of Revlo. We don't have enough people here that we need that. Docs. Docs. Prize list. Alright, so 1 win is 5,000 gold. 2 wins in a row is rare of my choice. Third, 100 plat. Then a Scars booster, Hero Fall booster, 10k gold, and finally 7 wins gets you a draft pack. Okay, that's alright. Birthing Potter, are you with us? Friends. Birthing Potter. Alright, I'm sending you a challenge then. Challenge. Immortal. Pipit 1. Let's get this action going. Where'd you go? Birthing Potter. Behind on stream, rares or no? For odds, rares are okay. Yes, rares are okay on odds, but not on evens. Oh, okay, fine. Okay, there we go. Now we are starting. We have to challenge Bombus. I don't get why it shows offline when clearly you have to be online to accept the challenge. So this deck I jokingly call Game of Thrones. In this deck, except for the bards, every troop is unique and a singleton. So they all stand alone. So this is a deck jam full of all the characters and the heroes you know and love in the Hex universe. And then enough removal that hopefully the deck isn't just a complete disgrace. Sorry that we seem to be experiencing some long load here getting this set up. I think my connection's still fine. But we haven't even drawn cards yet. There we go. Okay, this is Human Allegiance. Gain, and we have Human, alright. So this is a little bit risky, but I'm going to keep it. It has 2 pieces of removal that are easy to get to. A couple troops to build for. Might be a little slow against McBombus, but that's kind of the nature of this deck. Use the Well of Purpose, I think, to grab a Sapphire on turn 2. Pass things back from there. Tianost. Because what good is a Game of Thrones deck without a dragon and some dragons in it? I think there may be the 3 dragons of this threshold in here. I think there might be a Zidu and a Zakir as well. Been a while since I rolled with it because this is a casual games only deck. You bring this in the ladder, you're gonna get slaughtered. Shard of Conquest. Will pop for Ruby. So that we're on the board with that. And again, pass the turn. This deck needs some time to get set up. Alternate Art, Arcane Focus. I bought quite a few of those on the auction house speculating, but so far I haven't been able to flip them. Haven't really tried that hard yet, though. Alright, consults the Talon for some additional cards. Ooh, the Phoenix. Bye, Phoenix. eventually I think Bring to Justice would be the better answer on that. Because the Phoenix can come back. Alright, grab the second Sapphire, because that's needed for Archmage Renlock and Tail of Destiny. And we are going to power up all the humans. Because that is most of what is in the deck here. So Archmage Renlock, when you play an action, draw a card. Would be nice if he lives long enough to give us some, a little bit of... Nope. He's gonna die. Two for one takes out the Archmage. Oh, cannot play William Rowan. Yep. We're gonna die a death of threshold greed and high troop costs. Which is kind of the fate of this deck a lot of the time. So it's possible to repel a troop. Sky is getting a little gloomy out there. Looks like it might rain. And there's the Phoenix again. This deck may not do much, but it slaps down Phoenixes. Four, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yeah, that's gonna do it. Repel. Please. Alright, so that's one. That is a very easy one. I get it, I'm dead. Stop hurting me. You just want to bring the Phoenix back, don't you? That's what it's all about. Nope, okay. I can't do much, but I can kill some things. Alright. So let's... forfeit out of here. And bring up the dice tray again. Round 2 is 3. Alright, we'll put the camera back. Oh my god, Cord, behave. post that in chat. Challenge. Immortal. Nope, not Dungeon 1. Pipit Room 3. Send the challenge. Oh, and I have to do cryptogram update on this too. So many different moving pieces to this dungeon. Actually, here, I'll do this while this challenge is loading. Let's pull up our random letter generator. And the random letter is T. Alright, so I will pull up the answer key here on the puzzle. T equals 2. I'm going to put that on the list. T equals 2. I'm going to delete the revealed letters at the end of the stream, though, so people who are watching get the knowledge, but people who are show up later can't just pull up the document and then immediately solve something for a stream they never watched. Rares, okay. Must be a rather significant stream delay on that end. I'm only showing, I have my stream up too, I will admit. I'm only about 10 seconds, 10-15 seconds behind. Sending the challenge again. Hopefully we'll have a little less downtime here to get this one to load up. Again, I don't get that. But Birthing Potter is being bold and rolling a different deck this time, and that is allowed. You are allowed to use different decks between every match as long as they meet the rules of the dungeon. Alright, Birthing Potter's Hex crashed, so we gotta wait a second. Must be taxing your computer's memory. I'm glad my computer's functioning right now because I've got OBS running the stream, I've got Hex running, I have 7 or 8 internet browsers open, including one of them where I have my own stream open just to monitor the signal quality. Move on to the next challenge, or it will take me a bit to relog. Okay. Then we're going to cancel this. I will give Birthing Potter the benefit of the doubt and not call that a failed run after 1 win, so you will start from 2. And you are going to face room 3, though, so I'm going to write that down. You got room 3. Alright, so armies, then we are going to roll for you and see what deck you are going to start your run on here. So let's Oops, I need to get my OBS up here so I can see where my own camera's pointing. Alright, so there's that. Well, you have the same fate as Birthing Potter was going to. You're starting on 3. Alright, in-game name is Isengard. Okay. And for this one, all rarities are allowed. Isengard. Okay, to challenge when ready. I usually have people challenge me so that I know you're ready to go. Because your deck may vary between matches, mine are always going to stay the same and depend on what the dice roll is. Pipit Room 3. Bring him the Shoku. Alright, we're gonna go first. This is not the greatest hand, but hopefully we draw into it. This deck is probably the poster child of the dungeon, as the Pipits enjoy randomness, and this deck is all about randomness. Alright, so let's throw down go Mightsinger of Ages. When your Hierophant deploy, create a random action you meet with cost less than or equal to this cost. So that you meet the thresholds to blah blah blah. Put it in your hand. Steadfast and Skyguard. Ooh, another Mightsinger. So Stormcloud didn't really help. Did not get a draw there. Not really Value Town, but I'm gonna play the Runier. And hopefully get a Saf Shard here. Or our name is Threshold Screw thus far tonight. And that is a Howling Brave. Creates another Dreadling. There's another Dreadling. That's a lot of Dreadlings. Alright, come on, Shard, preferably the Sapphire Flavor. So just not getting full value off of the Runiers. Really need that Sapphire Shard. The Smells of Combat trick, but I'm gonna make that block. Aspect of the Squirrel. Yep, and that's there's another one in hand. Ooh, that's nice. Alright, so there is a Saf. So it's Tunnel Reese. Play out Stormcloud. Swing in because we can here. And we have oh no, I used all my resources! Oh, I'm so stupid! I can't transmogrifate either one of those. So dumb. And that one has Spell Shield. Yes, that's catastrophically bad. Wrecked. Absolutely smashed. Did not live long enough to do any random shenanigans this time. So Isengard, I need to write down the name.
There's no one around.
Isengard is on the board with the first win.
Following you, about 30 feet back. He gets down on all fours and breaks into a sprint. He's gaining on you. You're looking
For only
your
one.
car, but you're all turned around.
It pumps up the Hierophants. So we're gonna eat a whole ton of damage. Well, hey, we just took 16 of it off the table. But we're dead. Alright, so we'll cancel out of this. Bring camera back over to the dice tray. And Isengard, aka Armies of Mordor, your next challenger is deck number 12. So that requires the deck with common and uncommon cards only, no rares allowed, for an even number. Okay, come on, camera. Alright, all the camera movement's gonna get a little bit annoying for me, but so 12 equals no rares. And let me bring up the next letter. Oops, that's not the right thing. Random letter. I. Alright. So let's get Pipit 12 here, except make sure that the stream is back to showing Hex. I equals 26.
His head topples to the floor, expressionless. You fall to your knees and catch your breath.
And again, letters are getting deleted at the end of the stream. I know, I just like reminding people in case anybody else is hopping in. Okay. Play a shard and pass. It's 2 charges to bury the top 5 cards. Ooh, an Uzu deck that is doing conscription. Alright, so scheme, choose an action in your deck, create 4 cards with that card's name in it, and put them into your deck. So, why don't we scheme for... Ooh. Could scheme for Chronic Madnesses. I think that's probably the pick, because we're already at 3 resources pretty much. Against a conscript deck, that might be good. And let's make you discard a couple. Smexy AA scheme. We only took 2 shards off the top. Nothing great was lost this day. Again with the spell shield. Not a fan of the spell shield jump. Okay, so throw down another shard. When this deals damage to an opposing champion, bury the top card of their deck. If there are 10 or more cards in their decks, bury the top 5 instead. So let's... Actually, we probably do want to get that out so that can start cracking away as soon as possible. Ardent Call. Oh, come on. Oh my god, everything conscripted gets the spell shield. I should have known that. So can't hit anything that got conscripted. Again, hitting shards, not actual things of value. Probably going to be dead before the mill game really gets going. Did get some cards of value that time though. 3, 6, that's 8 damage. No combat tricks. Another Droka, Howling Brave. Well, we're dead. Didn't get anything impactful there. It's 3, 6, 9. Have to hold up your blocker. Yep. Should have just swung. Didn't matter. Alright. that is 2 wins for Isengard. Alright. Exit there. And pull up OBS so I can monitor my camera again. Okay, here we go. Round 3. Deck 6. Where is my camera aiming there? 6. And that's another, that would be another no rares. And I'm just posting this in chat for the benefit of redundancy to make sure that all the information is available and out there and nothing's being hidden. Let's go to the random letter generator. A. Ooh, a big vowel. I switched back to hex, didn't I? Yes. Pivot 6. Set. Let's see the answer key. So you're beating the random letters then, Birthing. Alright, a pair of flock of seagulls are good gets to start against conscription. Yep, now you know you were right. You may not have that much competition right now in trying to crack the puzzle. Still got to put in the work though. Alright, meet my flock of seagulls. Prevent all combat damage that would be dealt to this. Flock of Seagulls were such a fun set 1 card for turtling. Although they don't work so well on the current meta where Cheap Shot could easily just take them out. Spellstone Gargo with a troop with control flight deals damage to the opposing champion. It gains 1 power. Yes, solve a bunch and give me time to solve Cryptogram. Alright, there goes our Spellstone Gargoyle. So we can block the 6, but we have to take the 3.
What is thy bidding, my master?
go Spellstone Gargoyle. So again, we have a threat on the board. So a swing here would grant a point of damage, but not going to bother. Alright. So we're going to give all troops we control with flight +1/+1. Which doesn't really mean too much against those, but hey, it's a thing. Go ahead and neuter everything again. I do have a Time Ripple to put something back in their hand and give it cost -1, which could really only be one of those because there's no way we want to give them another shot at conscripting, and we can't hit anything with Spell Shield. So a troop would have been nice there instead of another shard. We don't need shards anymore, really. So there's 2 more spell shielded troops. That gem. Okay, so we're gonna block here, block here. And Time Ripple that back into hand to save 4 points of damage. We're down to 14, which is not a good place to be. Two, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 3. Yeah, it's probably madness to keep swinging, but we have no cards. They have 3 troops in their hand. Ugh, wrecked. Definitely punching through the turtling. Can't swing in. To swing in would be just auto death on the rebound. Man, the conscript. Dungeon Master decks need sweepers. A double spell shield. Because 1x spell shield is not enough. Oh, you know, I could take the notice off here. We got 2 challengers. That didn't help. All the troops. I mean, that's probably lethal by now, right? Not quite, but close enough. Dead. Gonna go ahead and mark this down as win number 3. We did. Alright. And I'm going to try to avoid duplicate matches with dice rolls. Like at least set, you know, to try for 7 out of 10 or 7 out of 12 decks to be seen, just the order being random. So quickly, before I roll the dice, we're going to switch over to the random letter being revealed, and that is going to be R. Alright, let's go over to the puzzle. R equals and. What's the key say for R? R equals 9. Up on the puzzle again, exclamation puzzle to see the cryptogram. Let's get back to hex streaming here and roll for the next deck. Camera find it. Number 1. You have not faced number 1, so that is fine. Birthing Potter says he's fairly close to got the puzzle figured out. Alright, so 1 equals rares. Okay. And just as I mentioned, no sales on the arcane focuses. Or arcane foci. We said Pipit 1. Except Game of Thrones gets its second outing of the night. Oops, P-U-Z-Z-L-E. Alright, I'm just throwing the command in chat again. There's a link to the cryptogram. First person to solve that wins 1,000 platinum and a draft package. Birthing Potter claims he's close. Probably is. Correct the last one without any hints. Target human you control or in your hand gets cost -1. Target king, prince, or princess gets invincible. this for diamond. And pass it back. Would have been nice to have some lower end troops before Zedu, besides Her Majesty. Alright, so Spell Shield is going to be a nightmare for this, for basically every dungeon in this series. Grab a Sapphire here. Throw down Her Majesty. And already at 5 thresholds. So the Queen will block while we're able to. I'm going to grab a ruby here. And take advantage of our last clear chance to crackling bolt that. Pump up humanity. I'm gonna skip attacking. Queen Grace isn't worth swinging in by herself. Let's go ahead and nab that second diamond. And get Jags down. Jags inspires everything with his much cost, or so everything that costs 3 or greater will deal double damage. This time I am going to ship the Queen. Now, if anything big and scary comes that does not have Spell Shield here, the next move against Isengard would probably be a Bring to Justice. Crocosaur just murder, death, kills everything. Alright, so we don't have a board anymore. And in Game of Thrones here, the unique troops are all singletons. Uh-oh, Birthing Potter says finished. Grand prize may already have been won. Alright, if you know how to do Twitch whispers, whisper me the solution. Don't post it in chat. Alright, let's grab a Sapphire here. And then Tail of Destiny to make the next unique troop we hit give us a turn. Every troop in this deck is unique. So if we draw a troop, we're getting a turn. so Reginald would give us another turn. And oh my god, does he have speed? No, he doesn't, but we have another turn so we can swing in with him. Alright, so let's get the triple Sapphire and play a Reggie now. Oh god, Isengard says. If I die to that. Alright, let's grab a third sapphire, or a third diamond, so that Tianost would be playable. Pump up all humans. He didn't die to it. And there's Zedu. When Zedu deals damage to an opposing champion, draw cards equal to the highest cost of other cards you control. Alright, can confirm Birthing Potter has the correct answer. Oops, that wasn't a whisper, but yeah. Can confirm Birthing Potter had the solution for the cryptogram. Alright, shipping everything. And we're down to 4. Which is not great. That was pretty explosive. Oh my god, we don't need more shards. I even tried to make that one more complicated on purpose so it'd take a little longer. We need to ship Zedu here for some damage and card draw. And a Bowie Starlight. Bowie Starlight was a good grab, so now we have a blocker. Yeah, I think you added a "the" in the last sentence. I think the way I wrote it was according to Pippet scholars. But I know you had the answer right. Alright, so Crocosaur kills what? Zedu and Bowie Starlight. Alright, and we're gonna block, and we're gonna block. And Starlight has +1/+1 in all zones for each card in your hand. And Dreadsuit Omegas. Champion of Solaris, greetings. Go Dungeon Master, wreck that adventure. Yes, we're going to try to wreck Isengard, but it's a little dicey at the moment. So we need to bring to justice to void that. And Lord Benjamin the Wise. When the steel's damaged to an opposing champion, look at the top 3 cards of your deck, put a revealed human into your hand, put the remaining cards into the deck. Now, if we play a resource, Starlight gets weaker. This is a bad position to be in at the moment, though, because we're dead to like a Dreadling. Yeah, I should have paid attention to that. Yeah, that's lethal. Because here we go, block, 5, that blocks 7, 1 point of damage gets through, 2, 3. We couldn't have stopped that anyway, but maybe swinging in would have found may have found Rowan and changed that. Alright, so Isengard just hit 4th win. Up to three matches to go. We're not going to reveal letters anymore because Birthing Potter solved the cryptogram, so we're just going to give people dungeon runs on the dungeon tonight. Alright, so the roll is 2. So common and uncommon card only deck. Is that again? Yeah, Rowan was my out. I should have swung for it. Alright, we'll close the random letter generator. Don't need that anymore. Okay, 2 equals no rares. I forgot I've been posting in chat. Isengard probably didn't need it, but let's see here. Pippet. Where are you? Pippet room 2. Accept. No legendaries either. For odd numbers of the dice roll, all cards are okay. For even numbers, only common and uncommon cards. So you gotta have at least 2 decks ready to go. So Clobberdon's kind of bad in this hand because it's 2 shard draws away from being viable. Yes, we're gonna. My plan, Birthing Potter, was to pick up your run after Isengard's is done. You have to play room 3, I think is what I wrote down. Oh, it would have been good if I wrote down the number, but I'm pretty sure you have to play room 3. Because that's what we rolled for you, and then we'll continue your run where you left off when your game crashed. A Deepwood Stroka. Ship the Ronin. more wild threshold, and we get clobbered on. Oh, that's a good hit. Spell shield 5/5 crush. I mean, are you kidding me?
Suddenly silence.
Ship them both. We're gonna run out of gas though in the face of conscript. I can feel it. This deck is the one shard wonder, where everything in the deck basically costs one shard. So I'm 2 for 1ing, but I don't want Valor Train Magoo to stay on the board. All those conscripts with spell shield. Yeah, so there's 3 damage. So that wasn't really the threshold wanted there. Wild Growth doesn't grant Crush, unfortunately. Uses Uzu for blood. I'm guessing just doing that to try to have as many possible conscription hits. Gets a spell shielded mind call, choose a card in your hand, that card gets cost -1. 4. Yeah, how do we punch through that? Alright, so that's 4 damage. So Isengard's gonna get to 5 wins. Very likely. Okay, so Crushing Blow and that. It's 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. That's lethal on the backswing with that ability. So we actually have to hold. I think he should have paid 2 for 8/8 spell shield. To reduce the cost, maybe if he had that to hand. No, wait. Yeah, that's... Yeah, you're thinking, God, I can't... I know which card you're thinking of, but I can't recall the name of it. You can't use your pump, can you? Alright, we're in a Wild Growth. So that our only threat on the board is not gone. Yeah, sure. Oh, crap. That's... Yep, they still trade. And we still did. Wheel slam. All troops get +1/+1 on our one and only troop. Alright, so that is 5 wins. This is going to be 5 wins for Isengard. Up to 2 more games to go. And at 7, that's basically a full clear. You're done. Get out! You've won your full suite of prizes. Yeah, Conscript is cheap, it's powerful. These decks, and I have been sitting on this dungeon so long that these decks were built before Set 6 came out. But then I finally decided, I had sat on this dungeon idea, because I was hoping to have bigger numbers to do it, and then I was like, you know what, these decks are just sitting here, let's just do it. So now we're going to grab the dice again, and oops, check my camera. Alright, so we're rolling for Isengard's Game 6. Alright, 1. Yeah, let's do that again. Game of Thrones, the rematch. Because the dice has decreed it. No sale on boosters. Bummer. Yeah, these decks weren't built with great answers for it, though. Alright, let's, Pipit Room 1. Come here. Alright, up to 2 games left. Maybe this time we can get the, Alright, so we've got Exiled Bard. Unique troops you control have +1/+1 for each epic counter on Exiled Bard. And everything other than the Bard is a singleton. So let's grab Sapphire and pass the turn over. Unfortunately, these are all slow shards, but this deck is very threshold thirsty, so kind of have to take fixing anywhere you can get it. And I probably have screwed up by not revisiting this deck and getting the wells in here. Ruby. Say hello to the Exiled Bard. This is the rare deck where Tale of Destiny is good. So the next unique troop in your deck gets when you play this, take an additional turn. Every troop in the deck is unique, so basically you hit a troop, get a turn. But we're dealing with spell-shielded rabbits on the other end of the table, which is just rude. Benjamin. So we're going to have a hard time racing a Hierophant plus the power of an additional dreadling. Oh my god, it's got the Rhino gem on it too? Idiot. You should read your cards. Alright, let's pump up humans. Let's grab... We don't have the threshold for Renlock. So take Alexander. And just try to keep making all the heroes bigger. And of course Crocosaur would come and say nope. Whole big bottle of nope on the heroes. And so the Ruinier Hierophant's gonna hit for 6 more and 9 and His Majesty King Gabriel is out of reach. Would love to void a rabbit. Cannot void a rabbit. Yeah, Wrecking Ball seems appropriate right now, Bernard. Pride's Fall over Crackling Bolt? Yeah, possibly. Pride's Fall can't hit the face, though. But, oh, hey, look, there's a Zakir and some shards. Alright, so we're gonna have to sacrifice Bard to take out the Hierophant. Yeah, Diamond's Favor would take care of that too. But my general rule is, okay, we're just dead. My general rule is not to modify dungeon decks once a dungeon has begun, so that everybody kind of knows what to expect and can build and plan around it. Alright, that's 6. Isengard has one more game, win or lose. I think an entire draft pack is at stake for this last game. So this one's for keeps. Alright, what's the final dungeon? Or final deck? One we haven't seen yet. It's 4. So break out that conscript deck. You're gonna need it one more time, Isengard. And being redundant and just posting that in chat. Let's see it. Can he pull off the 7-win streak? Assert utter dominance over the dungeon. Pivot room 4. I think this one might be Get Shifty. No, this is Health Gainer. This is a little bit more flood than I'd like, but it has a decent things to play into. Although, yeah, that may have been a mistake. We're playing Conscript with Spell Shield. And they're going first. Alright, so we just basically hope to never see a shard again the rest of this game. As soon as I said we don't need to see any more shards, we immediately see a shard. But Swift Strike could potentially check a swing from the Deepwood Droka. Just kidding, it's gone. You have a troop, and it's gone. This regular just to try to slow down getting walked on. Yeah, Conscript is just savage. There, save 3. Play out the Adamantine Scrivener. Play out the War Party Guide. Life Drain. Swing for 7. And unfortunately, it gets the boom, more power after hitting, but we wanted to deal 7 and gain 7. Cottontail Warcaller. That and Sacred Stance are terrifying together. That is 10 damage coming in, and that is why we wanted the healing. Take that one off the board actually instead, because that has the most continuing upward potential. And really can't afford a swing here. 2 sacred stances yet. That deck's evil. That's 6, 9, 14. That's lethal right there. So blocks must be made. There are no good blocks here, by the way, so let's just take something off the board. A spell shielded dread botanist. We'll empower that because we can. And sit on a blocker. But I think there's no block that where we live. Bowie freaking Starlight? Yeah, we're just dead. And that is it for Isengard. Gets the full 7 sweep. Congratulations, Conscript OP. Not really, I just did not... I built decks before Conscript was a thing, and didn't really account for that with these. Alright, so prizes are going to be sent out tomorrow, but Birthing Potter, we still have your aborted run to continue. So if you are in game here, we'll pick up where we left off with you. Hooray, long live wild decks, Kappa. I do like wild. Okay, send Birthing Potter challenge. Immortal. And it was Pipit Room 3. Send challenge. And 3 equals rares. Okay. So Birthing Potter actually had the first run of the night, and after the first match had the game crash. And so just asked me to move on to the next challenger, which was Armies of Mordor. So since game 2 had literally not even started, we hadn't even drawn cards yet, I'm not considering Birthing Potter's actions there a loss because no game had been played. It was just a simple game crash. So now we're resetting this and picking up that run where things had left off. Birthing Potter had won 1 match. This is match number 2 for Birthing Potter. And this is an exponentially better hand than the one we had last time versus Isengard on this deck. So just in the interest of being fair to everybody in chat and giving you the heads up in the interest of full disclosure, since it is now 9:11 p.m. for me and I usually wrap my streams up at 10, if Birthing Potter's run goes as long as Isengard's did, then this is probably going to be the last run for the night. And then I do have decks ready to go for next week, which will be, if I'm recalling correctly, and I'll have to update the rules document and post in the forums, but I believe the next dungeon series is all of my decks are mono shard, So you're basically playing the champions, a champion representing each of the 5 shards. One for blood, one for ruby, you know, etc., etc. And that deck is going to be, or that dungeon is going to be immortal format and commons and uncommons only. So any common, uncommon, immortal deck that you would make for eligibility for this dungeon tonight would also work next week. Oof, 1 shard keep. Alright, so we're actually going to get value out of Prestidigitator this time. Should have mulliganed. Seems like. Dream Dance. Troops in your deck get deployed, draw a card, choose and discard a card. Not sure I want to play that. Have a racial shard that isn't even turned on. Yeah, that is a rough keep. Plays it to get to 2. Yeah, Prestidigitator. Gonna give us a free action. That gives it retreat. That's some saving of a troop in the face of removal. Actually, that would allow us to recast a Prestidigitator if we wanted to. That is why we keep the retreat. Run away! Thanks, Prestidigitator. You the best. And that gave us a battle preparations. I really enjoy this deck when it works. It's not competitive. You cannot take this deck into a ladder. I would not recommend it. But if you're just playing a real kitchen table match with a buddy and just, you know, up for shenanigans, Sapphire Wild Random is good. Either disconnected or tossed. Yep, he tossed. Gave it up after a rough keep. Tough luck, but don't weep for Birthing Potter. Birthing Potter won the grand prize for being here early and working the puzzle the whole stream. So Birthing Potter still has the grand prize of 1,000 platinum and a draft pack coming anyway. So Birthing Potter is still a big winner tonight. Alright, so for this particular dungeon with the high EV, I only want to give individual players 1 run at it, and then I think like I said, I think I'm resetting the dungeon next week. Is there anybody in chat right now who's not named Birthing Potter or Armies of Mordor and who's not had an opportunity to challenge the dungeon yet? If so, and you have eligible decks, let me know. Because I want to, if there's somebody who's not played the dungeon yet and would like to, I want to make sure you have a shot here. We've got enough time. I could start 1 more person's run. But otherwise, I may cut this stream a little bit shorter. Yeah, I'm not seeing any fresh responses in chat, so I will have a post up in the usual thread location with additional details on next week's dungeon. So look for it there. But want to thank you all for hanging out tonight, and hope you have a good evening.